we're going to start off by interlacing fingers and bringing them up overhead, taking a really nice deep breath in here. Beautiful large inhale, thinking about spreading open. You can keep your arms up, but I'm going to show you thinking about spreading open your rib cage with every inhale. And then every exhale, letting the ribs close a bit and inhaling the ribs open. Inhale and exhale. Spread your feet a little bit wider apart here so you've got a nice big base. And tip your body over to the right. Now when you breathe, thinking about opening up the ribs on the left side of your body as you lean to the right. If it's enjoyable, you can use your right arm to pull your left into the stretch even a little bit more. If it's not enjoyable, you can come out of it, take a little mini rest, and come back to it at any time. Don't forget to be really respectful and tailor this exactly to your body. Let's all come out together, and we'll go to the other side. Tipping over to the left this time. Taking nice deep breaths here. Opening up the ribs on the right side of the body every time you inhale, and letting them close a bit as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then if you enjoy this feeling, you could take your left arm and pull your right arm into the stretch, even just a little bit more. Excellent. Come on out, stretch up, and come forward. Feel free to round out through your back here, and then put your arms into a goalpost position, and draw your elbows behind you, arching, and rounding, arching, and rounding. You can synchronize it with your breath if you like, as you continue. If you are synchronizing it with your breath, you would exhale and round, inhale and arch. Exhale, inhale. Wonderful. Bring your arms down by your side and just do a couple of shoulder rolls with me here. Beautiful. Thinking about opening up your chest as your arms go back. Dropping your arms down as far as they can possibly go, like you're reaching for your toes. And then bringing your shoulders forward and up. Getting all of those beautiful deep ranges of motion. Nice. Now let's take a moment. We're going to get a little bit into our neck and our shoulders. Just taking this to the point that it feels good for your body today. Let's start off clasping our hands behind our back, drawing elbows in together and bringing your hands down. From here, take time to really draw your shoulders back and open up through the front of your chest. You can nod your head up towards the ceiling and then drop your chin down towards the floor. Reaching towards the ceiling with your chin, dropping your head down so your chin is almost touching your chest. Go back and forth a few times at your own pace, and then you can hang out in each position for a longer stretch if that feels good for your body. Reaching and dropping. From this side, you'll notice that I don't just let my head flop back, like let my head make contact with the back of my neck. Instead, I have space and I'm elongating. So when I reach for my chin towards the ceiling, it looks like this, rather than like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's a little bit nuanced and it might not be showing up super well through Teams, but we're thinking about elongating and reaching the chin up towards the ceiling rather than just crunching backwards. Then when I drop my chin towards my chest, I'm tucking. I'm aiming for a stretch in the back of my neck here. Beautiful. Keeping your hands clasped behind you, go ahead and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Still thinking about opening through your chest and breathing into that openness. You could play with angles, trying to draw your head back just a bit or forward. See if it's comfortable to drop your ear just a little bit closer to the shoulder. If you would like to tilt your head, almost like you're shaking no in this position with your ear close to your shoulder. Exploring, finding those stretches that are particular to your body and particular to this day. And coming on out of it. Sometimes when we keep our hands clasped behind our back too long, it starts to feel a little bit tense and we're like we've been in one position too much time. So take a little shake out, relax the shoulders, and then go ahead and reclasp. If the clasp is not feeling good for your body, you can also just reach towards the ground, still thinking about having an open chest and an open front of your body as we continue. But if you're able to clasp your hands, it's a great way to keep the brain work out of it and be able to just focus and be mindful on your neck. So reclasping, if that's a good idea for your body today, and dropping my right ear towards my right shoulder. And again, taking time to just love on our neck and our shoulders and play into the angles. So what we did on the other side was drawing our head back a bit, forward, back, forward, shaking no, dropping the ear towards the shoulder just a bit more. Breathing into the stretch. And feeling that glorious stretch all the way from the shoulder here, maybe even down into your bicep, but certainly from the shoulder straight up along the neck. And coming on out of it, relaxing the shoulders. Gonna do another stretch for neck and shoulders here, getting into our traps. This is borrowed from yoga. All we're going to do is stretch your arms out to the side and we'll pretzel up into eagle arms. So I'm going to put my right arm over top of my left, pretzel up the arms. If this isn't accessible for you, you can also place your hands on top of your shoulders here instead. So choose your own adventure, pretzeling up your arms. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my elbows up a little bit higher, shoulders down a little bit lower, and ears push back. Go ahead, take a beautiful deep breath here. And we're going to reset and see if we can come into the position even just a little bit more. Inhaling, exhaling, drawing elbows up a bit higher, shoulders down a bit lower, ears push back even further. And breathing. Unpretzel whenever you're ready. Take a little roll out for the shoulders and bring your arms back out to the sides. We're going to put the other arm on top this time. So now it's left arm, pretzel up or hands on top of shoulders, whatever feels good for your body. And we'll draw up elbows a little bit higher, shoulders down a little bit lower, ears push back even further. And breathe deeply. And reset. Elbows up even higher, shoulders down even lower, and ears push back just a little bit more. Get the most out of that stretch. Feel the really good morning stretch feelings. If you're getting bad stretch feelings, always take a pause, figure out what's going on for your body, and don't just force it. Beautiful. Unpretzel here. And relax the shoulders. So now we're going to take a moment for our lower body. We're going to start off by taking care of the hips, bringing your left knee up, out to the side, and down. I'm going to cut off my own head here for everyone's benefit. So I do have my chair here. This is for balance, should I need it. If anybody has any issue with balance, I highly recommend you rest your hand on something so you have that frame of reference. You can continue going up, out to the side, and down. You don't have to do the exact same range of motion that I'm doing to get benefit. Bring it to whatever feels like a lovely deep range of motion for yourself. And now switch directions. So I'm bringing it up, out to the side, and then to the front, even across my body a bit, and down. Drawing the largest circle that I can today with my knee. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. Up, out, and down. My hip just popped and it felt awesome. Hope everybody gets some good feelings as they're doing this. And we'll switch direction, out to the side, up, cross the body a little bit, and down. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to come into a lunge. This is going to vary depending on where your body is at today. But essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm targeting the hip flexors of my back leg. So if you like to be in a lunge in 90-degree angles with your back leg straight, with your knee on the floor, all of that is fine as long as you remember to tuck your pelvis. So how will you know if you're tucking your pelvis? Stick your butt all the way out, get a really deep arch in your back, and then tuck your tail between your legs. If you're here and balance is difficult, it may be that you have your feet in a straight line. Go ahead and spread your feet hip distance apart, but still staggered in that lunge position. And if balance is still an issue, you can of course put your hand on the chair. Calm down, sink into the lunge even further, making sure that you're still tucking the hips here and enjoying that stretch. For some people, this might be a tense area. If it's tense for you, come out of it a bit and down, out and in. If this feels awesome, you can twist away from the back leg. So my left leg is going back. I can twist to the right and come back to center, twist to the left and come back to center. Let's switch sides here. So now my left leg is going forward, my right leg is going back, and I'm going to stick my butt all the way out, arch through the back, and then tuck through the hips to really feel that stretch in the back leg, in the hip flexors. From here, enjoying the stretch or coming in and out. Exploring that range of motion that might not be accessible, might not be used that much throughout your day. And then sinking in, enjoying the feeling, adding the twist if it feels good for you. Lovely. Coming back to the center here, we're just going to tip forward as far as it feels good for you today. If you like having the support of a chair or something under your hands, that's great also. But tipping the top of your hips and bringing your hips back. So we have a nice forward fold going here with wide feet. You can bend the right knee and then the left, exploring the range of motion. You can tip your belly button closer to the floor or round through your back. And you can come all the way down, really relaxing towards the floor. Take a deep breath here. Come on up. And you're welcome to the rest of the day. I hope you had a wonderful time stretching with me, and I hope you have a fantastic afternoon.